a first-round pick, a first overall pick in 1998. Peyton Manning. And look, there's been some steam out there about J.J. McCarthy and the Broncos. There's been some steam. It's J.J. McCarthy at one end, Bo Nix at the other. But there's been some steam about J.J. McCarthy. There might have even been a private workout that nobody, oops, did I say that out loud? There might have been a private workout with J.J. McCarthy and the Broncos that nobody knows about. There might have been. I'm not saying there was. I'm just saying there might have been. Here's Peyton Manning, who won a Super Bowl with the Denver Broncos and who has witnessed the Broncos have a revolving door of caca at quarterback ever since he retired. Here's Manning talking about his interactions with J.J. McCarthy and what the Broncos think of him.
I texted him, Stoke, after the national championship. I never met him, but we invited him to our football camp, and like Harbaugh wouldn't let him miss a workout, so he didn't get to go. And so I just reached out and said, "Hey, man, congratulations! Wish you the best of luck in your next chapter." And I guess he thought it was a prank because he never called me back. So I texted him Monday, from the same number, and he's like, "Oh, it really is you. I thought somebody was pranking me." And so I just kind of wished him luck, and he said, "I'd love to ask you some questions." So he called me back, and impressive to talk to, and I know Denver's very interested in him, and it sounded like this is a place he'd love to come to. So, but it's a little bit out of his control.
Denver's very interested in him. Hey, Peyton, here's a jar of peanut butter and a sleeve of crackers. Get to work. I mean, that's exactly what Sean Payton would say if they are really interested. You don't talk about that. You don't plant the flag in J.J. McCarthy because I think they are really interested in J.J. McCarthy. They just have to figure out a path on how to go get him, Chris.
Yeah, no, if you ask me the two guys that I would think Sean Payton would like, right, it would be Bo Nix and J.J. McCarthy. That would be the guys I would think he likes. Right? Ready to run an offense, day one, NFL type of offense right off the bat, right away. The fact that Peyton Manning says that so aggressively and all that, it honestly makes me think that it's not J.J. McCarthy. That was like Sean Payton and the Broncos telling, hey, we like him a lot. Go ahead and say that. So the guy that we want is still there. I mean, that it's so flagrant and obvious to your point. It makes me think the other way around there. But again, I wouldn't be, shocked to see J.J. McCarthy there. I get it. I think, honestly, though, Bo Nix's skill set fit Sean Payton's offense even better than J.J. McCarthy's does.
Here's what happens, though, and you've done enough radio over the years to learn this. When you get in a setting like that, when you're having a conversation on the phone, especially with local radio, it's very easy to assume nobody's ever going to hear this outside of this market. Nobody's going to hear this that's going to harm anyone's interest strategically. This isn't going to go viral. Nobody's going to know this happened. Now, in this day and age, that's naive to think because they all stream and they all have some sort of social media presence where they'll strip out anything they can use and turn it into a big quote. But there's a degree of nonchalance that can creep into when you're speaking versus when you're writing. I know for me, and I know others have gone through this, I know that there was some stuff Tom Curran said on a TV show or a podcast about Bill Belichick that he never would have written, but he said it, and he believes it, but he never would have reduced it to writing, and I think it ended up being accurate. But at the end of the day, I just wonder whether or not Peyton maybe got a little too casual there. But between the two options, with Peyton Manning, of all people, there are no accidents, there are no coincidences, there is nothing casual, everything's strategic. And, you're kind of thinking like me to say he deliberately, gratuitously threw out how interested the Broncos are because they're really not. And this is just part of some smokescreen that he's working on with Sean Payton.
I think it's all been smokescreen from Denver ever since the start of this whole thing. I do. I think Sean Payton's slick, right? He's slick. He's smart. This ain't his first rodeo. He was laying in the weeds for Mahomes. Nobody knew it until after the fact. He knows how to play this game. He knows how Rumorville starts and works and that kind of crap, right? This is a huge, huge pick for Sean Payton. I would think he has been trying to orchestrate and do things behind the scenes to mislead people and all that more than ever before, right? I mean, I still go back to the combine where Russell, we got to get this one right. That's what he said. We got to get this one right. right?
The next one.
And the
Well, they
next
still
one's
had
got to
Russell
be
Wilson
right.
under contract.
Exactly. That's a big statement. I think about that. I think about him. He's smart. He knows how to lay in the weeds. He understands that. Yeah, there's that. Peyton's too damn smart, too. The other Peyton Manning. I don't think slippage works in that big brain. That brain's got a lot of IQ in there. I don't know. So, that's where it perked me up a little bit when I heard Peyton Manning say that.
But let me go next level. We
Yeah.
need to take a break, but we
Yeah.
need to go next level. And I don't know the answer to this question. I don't know much about the Peyton and Peyton relationship, Sean Payton and Peyton Manning, because Tom Brady is Sean Payton's guy. And there's still got to be some lingering Peyton Manning and Tom Brady stuff as well. I mean, is this next level sabotage by Peyton Manning? Does he like it that they haven't had a great quarterback since him? Maybe at some level he likes that. They keep flailing. They keep failing. They keep trying. And, this year they want J.J. McCarthy. Well, let's see if I can keep that from happening. Hey, they really want J.J. McCarthy, everybody. Oops, did I say that out loud?
You're
Sorry.
going, all right. You went conspiracy on Peyton Manning trying to ruin the whole thing. Okay, all right. I wasn't in on that one.
I'm just saying.
That's you.
If
That's
we're
Florio.
gonna start,
send that email to Florio, Peyton.
I'm just saying, if we're going to start trying to imbue strategic thought to what Peyton Manning said, maybe he's not trying to throw people off the scent. Maybe he's deliberately trying to throw people on the
I
scent.
think he's very friendly with the Broncos organization. I think he's very friendly. He's there all the time. He's at the games. They freaking ask him when they do a social media video or a schedule release. Peyton Manning's the guy they bring in to do it still.
You know why? You know why?
Well, because he's Peyton
Manning.
Manning.
Why? Because he's the last good quarterback they've had, and he wants to keep it that way.
Yeah.
That's why. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.